What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title that I've been anticipating for quite a while, a game that my buddy Christopher Odd actually worked on, a YouTuber from back in the old days. He's still around now, but this is a sort of rethinking of the XCOM Formula, a strategy RPG in which you're leading a team of rebels against sort of like a time loop type thing that's going on. We had a chance to play a demo of this game years and years ago when it was way down, it was very difficult to find because it had just released, and I found it on accident, and I distinctly remember really liking some of the ideas that the demo was playing around with, but honestly, I can't tell you what they were at this point, and you know what that means? It means it's time for us to dive in, take a look at the game for about 30 minutes, and see if it's something we wanted to add to our wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you wanted to get the game for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description. You can check it out there, but let's get moving.
What the hell just happened?
Normally when it's that bright, I'm hungover.
Are we dead? Because heaven was supposed to be nicer.
We were trying to get to Dr. Faber's lab.
Yeah, we smacked into a bunch of rifters.
And everything went white.
Oh, what the hell? There's more?
Dylan, look out!
Combat initiated. Move a short distance to evade danger. Okay, yeah, go ahead and, I guess, kind of scramble on over to here. I like how I get to take an action during the enemy's turn. That's kind of cool. He's under fire from the right side right there. All right, get in behind the sandbags. We're going to make this thing happen. That'll definitely work. All right, so we got to aim and shoot at the enemy. Let's give it the old aim. Oh, I actually get to go down to like, okay, so we go into like Doom first person mode when we want to shoot these guys. Yeah, that'll work. Could have used a little bit more kick to the shotgun blast, but like still felt all right.
I got something for these sons of bitches.
Do you though? Is it a hand grenade? All right, throw a hand grenade out there. What could be more classic XCOM? Oh, they get to scramble too. Interesting.
Leave it to me. Just need to get a better angle.
Okay, let's move you over to here. Oh wow, she jumped off that thing. Are your ankles okay? I have questions for you. That seems like it's a reasonably... I jumped off something roughly that tall when I was 15 years old and like broke both my ankles and also like my tailbone. And so like my body still hurts at my age, like, I don't know, 25 years later after doing that. So I feel like it might have long-term ramifications. So she's over here and we can take a shot at that Guardian. Let's go ahead and do it. She's got a rifle. Yeah, come out to the other side right there. No ammo. Oh my god, you didn't think to like reload the gun? Okay. Good stuff. Got him with a blast.
Now let's make sure we're alone.
Okay, let's end our turn real fast and see what else the game's got going on.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Is he about to throw a grenade? I guess we can scramble. Yeah, scramble over. Oh, okay. All right, a little bit close on that one. Felt that one whip past. Yeah, you definitely probably want to scramble here. Ow, my ass! That was right in the booty cheek, bro. How did the alien know? We have limited action points to spend during our turn. Moving, shooting, holding breath, they all cost AP. When you end your turn, 5 unspent AP will carry over to the next turn. Also, a very useful piece of information to know. Get out of cover real fast and just see, yeah, just light him up. Perfect. Oh, I can take like multiple successive shots while they're running away. Oh, I love that. Okay. So they actually put a little bit of real-time... Oh, he flew away. They put a little bit of like real-time flair inside of this game to kind of help it punch and feel extra alive. How much AP does he have left? He's got 7 AP. Okay, well 7 AP isn't going to get me to where I want to go. That's going to leave me open to a flank if I move over to this side. I could get to right there and we could really kind of try to box him in, but I think my sniper will be able to hit him anyways. Do I get to like freely swap in between characters? I do. Okay. Well then, you move over this way to the flank and we've got 25 AP to play around with. So it's kind of like a little mixture of new school XCOM and old school XCOM. Like we've got some of the new features and some of the old features in here with AP kind of they're kind of performing a bit like time units basically. So we can go full shot or we can go full auto. How do I swap to full auto? Do I just hold it down? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get him gadded up right there. Let him feel it.
I still want to know where that light was. Last I checked, Rifts don't use flash tactics.
Figure it out later. Let's just get to the lab.
Can I loot the aliens?
That rifter back there nailed your arm pretty good, huh?
Ah, it's a scratch.
So, we're still good to rescue Dr. Faber?
Do we even know she's alive?
The rifters have tech we were designing in the lab. She must be building it for them. So she's alive.
Logical, I guess. Just seems like a long shot is all.
What isn't?
Looks like there's a spot over on this left-hand side where I can climb over the concrete barricade if I want to get to where I'm going.
Well, shit. Damn bridge is blocked.
Yeah.
Let's shoot the van's gas tank. See what it does.
Oh, so we can actually do, like, combat stuff when we're not in combat. Okay, that's kind of cool. I can dig that. It definitely makes the world feel a little bit more alive and, like, interactable, you know what I mean?
It's my lucky day.
Let's see if we can't patch you up.
So if I wanted to use bandages on him, is that going to be, like, an easy-peasy thing to do? Cool. Bandages actually give you some pretty solid mileage right there when it comes to healing up a character. All right, let's shimmy our way across whatever this French Revolution barricade-looking shit is.
Dr. Faber.
Yeah?
Did you ever meet her?
My team gave a presentation. She asked the most terrifying, out of left field, why didn't we think of that questions? I managed to answer some, so she put me on her team. My lord, she's smart.
I guess we better save her then.
All right.
Looks like somebody forgot to vacuum.
We're gonna have to find a way around all this.
Or through it. Somehow.
I mean, if we had a hand grenade or something, we could try to, like, blast some of it out of the way, but I don't know if that would actually be effective. This wall right here looks like it's breakable.
I bet we could blow a nice hole in this wall.
Like, by shooting it? There's a ladder over on this side that we can take a look at. Is there going to be, like, free floating loot throughout the map and whatnot?
Shoot that gas tank, and that makes a hole in the wall.
Fair enough. I tried shooting it with a gun from the other side because I figured that it was, like, so fragmented that it probably wouldn't be that difficult. So from right here, can I lean out? Oh, you can, dude. You can lean out of cover. Okay, that's kind of sick, too. Take that thing down. Good stuff.
That is a very satisfying bit of controlled demolition.
All right. Well, let's unhide from here and see if we can get back through the hole in the wall.
More than once.
I dreamed this was all a dream, and I woke up, and everything was okay.
I dreamed I was a rifter once, and I knew what elixir was. Wish I still remembered.
Jump animation's a little bit rough. Definitely has like a mildly kind of asset-y almost looking to it, like a prefab animation from some kind of like development kit or something. What's up with the... Why are there like ghosts all over the place here?
They felt when they froze.
I hope they didn't know it was coming. I hope they're not still there, looking out their eyeballs, which they can't move.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dylan. Of course they're not still there. That's horrible.
Dome. Frozen people. The way the rifters can make holes in the air. Can't see a pattern.
Maybe there is no pattern, just a big, universal, colossal mess.
There's always a pattern. They just don't want you to see it.
You're one of those tinfoil hat conspiracy guys, aren't you?
Don't knock tinfoil hats. Dome didn't freeze me, did it?
Were you wearing one when the dome went up?
Well, no. I could have been.
Guys, rifters in the parking lot. Engineers.
And guardians. But inside, who knows?
We better take these ones out so they don't follow us inside.
You know, gas canisters don't only work on walls. Just saying.
Gotta say, Leo, sometimes you're not a complete tool.
Hello, Rips!
Leave the left side to me.
You sure about that? Okay, so we can actually plot an Overwatch right here? Yeah, go ahead and plot the Overwatch. Like, there's been enough unique things that have happened thus far with established mechanics from other games where they've put, like, a little twist on everything from, like, shooting to moving to getting shot at. It's very, very interesting stuff. I actually kind of dig it. So we've got AP and a reflex action up front. With no reflex action, other reaction abilities like Scramble cannot be performed. Oh, so you kind of want to nade out people. So if you got somebody that's in Overwatch, you kind of want to like flank them and nade them out because they give up their ability to scramble. All right.
Now let's wait and see what they do.
I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, is it actually like locking my turn? All right. I was going to put 2 guys over by the front door since we have this overwatched anyways. Hey. Oh, we didn't get him. Never mind. I thought the last shot got him down. Okay. So when we've got these little ghosts, that's just like our last known position of something that moved at some point. Are they going to return fire on this turn? I was going to say, I'd be shocked if they did. Oh, God! Okay. Maybe scrambling from the high cover to the low cover was actually not a good idea.
Let's not have any more surprises.
All right, looking at what I have right now, we're going to need a pretty solid move in order to get over to here and get the flank. And I don't think that she's equipped with anything. I mean, she can only fire the 1 round from her rifle, and she's not reloaded. So that's definitely going to eat into her AP a little bit as well. I don't want to have, like, too many people on this side. What about you? What can you do for me? You've got the Rattler, right? If I move you over to there, that gives us a really solid flank, and that's going to be quite a bit of AP, but we do need somebody on this right side in order to guarantee that things don't get out of control. Yeah, light them up with the shotgun. I don't know if anything's going to hit over there, so I might wait for them to, like, push their way on up a little bit. This will get rid of my scramble, but I could put a vision cone right there to potentially block anybody from coming out the door and also from coming down the thoroughfare. So I think that's probably a solid idea. What can you do with an aim shot right now? Yeah, just get him in the head. Like, if you can actually snake out that shot, give the shot out. Why do they keep flying off into the sky? They're kind of like, you remember those guys from Skyrim that they would smack your character, and it was a bug when the game first came out that would launch you like 900 miles into the sky? Developers thought it was funny, so they just kind of like left it. All right, you Overwatch down that way. Wait for them to do their thing. You probably do something similar, although your line of sight is going to be blocked off. Nope, don't do that. Your line of sight is going to be blocked off kind of by... Ooh, do I want to be that risky? I don't know. Can you make that shot right there on this dude over on this side? Probably not. I'm guessing. So this game uses the same aiming mechanism that Phoenix Point did. Phoenix Point kind of played around with this idea, but they didn't really fully develop it, which is ultimately why I think Phoenix Point didn't really develop a fan base the same way a lot of the XCOM spin-offs do. So basically that circle right there is our hit chance. Every part of him that's inside the circle and occupied by his body is roughly our percentile chance of the bullet hitting them from right there. Will that blow him up? That won't blow him up. I don't know if I should, like, Overwatch that way or if I should Overwatch that way. I'm not really sure what my best plan is. Can you lean out so she can't Overwatch that way? Just Overwatch that. We'll just get lots of overlapping Overwatches, and we'll hope that it'll be sufficient enough
Got one in sight.
to make this thing happen. Do I have to lead him? I don't know if I have to lead him or not. He made it through. I was hoping we'd actually drop him right there, but... Yeah, trigger your Overwatch, because you're pretty accurate. Oh, I missed the shot, dude. There's actually like a reactionary element to the game, too, where it's gonna help you out in this title. Woo! It's definitely gonna help you out in this game if you've got like some basic third-person, first-person shooter skills. Do I have a grenade? Because this seems like a problem that needs to be solved with a grenade. I don't suppose I have that. I guess I could just Overwatch him, like give it a reload and Overwatch, and then maybe push somebody up the left leg. Are those the only 2 that are left? If those are the only 2 that are left, you move up to there. Is the fire gonna hurt me? Like, I'm guessing we don't want to step in fire. Like, I'm presuming that fire is kind of like a bad thing for us to engage with. Let's get in over here. Just kind of dig in a little bit. He's still got 12 AP left? Dude, you've got girthy, like, turns in this game, dude. Like, seriously girthy turns. Okay. Give me an aim. Can't hit anything from right there, unfortunately. Overwatch is going to cost a tenner, so go ahead and line up the Overwatch in case they try to fall back. I was hoping I could get the flank and the shot on this turn, but it's kind of just like the way life goes. If you can angle something from over here, I'd be cool with it. Yeah, get in right there. and just see, can I fire through the windshield of the car right there? Yeah, get him with a couple of pellets. That's all that we needed in order to drop him. Next turn, are they going to be on the roof? Oh, dude, that's super bad. I'm not in a great position to deal with roof guys. Like, them being on the roof is going to be a big problem for me. You dig in maybe over here. Reload. And that doesn't leave us enough to do what I want to do. We have no shot right there. Okay, just get into the tall cover then. If you can't really do anything else, just get into the tall cover. Maybe even sneak into that cover right there, because he's got you covered on this side, kind of. And then we'll call it a turn right there, because I don't think there's too much more I can do.
What is that thing?
You think you'll kill me again? Huh?
What son of a... Are we alive? I swear I just got killed.
I mean, I guess I'm alive because everything hurts.
That weird rifter shows up and mocks us. Then boom!
Yeah. When the hell did they learn English? And why did it say again?
Also, we're not in the parking lot anymore. And it's a bright sunny day.
We'll figure it out. Right now, we gotta get to the lab and rescue Dr. Faber, right?
And find us some more guns. We seem to have misplaced ours.
Are you wounded again, Dylan? How'd you get hurt?
We all got killed, remember? Why aren't you hurt?
Yeah, but the exact same wound?
Okay, well, I guess we'll go back the way that we came from. I'm assuming that something different's going to play out here.
Man.
We could shoot it again, I guess.
Let's move.
More bandages. And a grenade.
Weren't we here before? And there was just one set of bandages?
And we grabbed it, right? Why is anything here? That's weird, right?
Not as weird as we died, but we're not dead anymore.
I mean, any win you walk away from, dude. Like, just being alive is kind of a win in this situation. I just wouldn't question it too hard. In fact, I might start thinking like Marvel superhero stuff like I can't be killed.
That's what I'm calling him, because he said, Karg, you won't kill me again.
I thought he was calling us Karg.
Point is, he thought we killed him before. I don't remember killing him. Do you?
There was a white light. I don't know.
Look, there's those guns we lost.
And there? Guess we don't have to blow a hole in the wall again.
You disappointed? Grab what you can carry and let's go.
Okay. It's a good thing they showed me that there was a gun up on the roof. Otherwise, I probably would have walked right past that one. I saw these guns. I did not see that gun. He's got the Rattler. I'm used to him being a shotgun guy already, so I'll leave that there. I'm used to him being a submachine gun guy, so I'm not really going to vary up equipment and things like that just yet. There is a blastable hole in that wall, though.
Chips in our brains. Now they're changing our memories.
No, Leo, that is not something I wonder.
The simplest explanation's always the best.
Should I try to blow that up with a grenade? Like, there's a crack right there, and they taught me that cracks mean that there's something behind it. Can I save and try? It doesn't look like there's like a manual save, so like I'm sort of risking wasting a grenade here trying to figure out if grenades break cracks or if it's only the red barrels that do. I suppose I've got to bite down on it at some point and figure that information out, so just throw the grenade over there. Okay, grenades do blow cracks in walls. So we got our grenade back, which is really, really nice, and we came out one bandage on top. Nice, dude. I like the world interaction. Like, I like that they incentivize you to use your combat utilities.
There's no way we're making that jump now.
What do you want to do?
Like, I like how they incentivize you to use your combat utilities when you're not actually inside of an engagement. You can tell that somebody's taken an effort here to try to make every phase of the game have something interesting going on with it.
By the bus's back wheel. Maybe we can shoot it free.
Yeah, there is one back there. All right, give me the sniper.
That did
Huh.
it. Come on.
What I really got to remember to do is when I'm out of combat and I use my guns, I've got to, like, remember to reload them before I go into combat. That got me into trouble on that last one, is that your bullets, they don't really
There's our
replenish when
frozen
you're out of
friends.
combat.
I guess some things don't change.
Poor souls. 1 minute you're putting your food in the freezer, then
Then you're frozen. Funny. I get it. Clever. Can we talk about something else, please?
I hope we're right, and Dr. Faber isn't frozen too.
You said the Rifters have stuff she was designing in her lab. So they gotta be making her work for them, right?
Okay, guys, we're almost at the parking lot.
All right, let's see what happens this time.
These Rifters are patrolling. But not the same patterns. But they don't seem to remember what happened.
I don't see that rift that killed us. Karg, was it?
Yeah, Karg. Glad it's catching on.
Let's just kill the ones that we can see, and be ready for Karg.
I gotta say, I'm glad they don't have eyes.
Yeah, but they sense us. They'll lay into us before our pants hit our ankles.
Okay, stay low and quiet.
And spread out. Get them in a crossfire.
And maybe save some gas canisters for Karg.
All right, get everybody into the AO, and we can split up the team. Okay, we should probably do that. So let me get everybody into a position where they're helpful. Do I get vision cones or anything else like that? Like, what's our detection look like? So you get in back there. Leo, you move up. Hide right there. And then Sniper, I don't know where I want her at. I want her somewhere, but I haven't decided where I want them to be at. You get in right here, and I guess we blow that canister first, actually. Let's do that. Let's detonate the canister first.
All right, let's do this.
Yep, that'll do it right there. That's exactly what I was hoping was going to happen. And we've got a little bit more throwing down to do. Can I fire that way? Get him in the head with the headshot. Hell yeah. And if they try to come back down this alley right here, we'll have them already set up to be smacked.
Looking good.
What's my plan for this side? Let's have you move over to here. And then you give me a little bit of an overwatch right there. I'm going to ignore it for right now because I want them to wander into it a little bit closer because he's got a tiny bit less accuracy than some of the other casts that we're playing around with right now. He can get shot from behind if I go through there. Maybe opening up that hole in the wall was a bad idea. Like, that might have actually been poor play. Maybe I should have gone for the sniper headshot, and then left that wall right there so that they have to go all the way around and through, and we could have, like, funneled them a little bit better. I don't know. How far can you move on this turn? Right there, and what's that going to set you back? Like, 10? Should still be enough for an overwatch, I hope. I don't know how aggressive they're going to get on their turn, but, like, overwatch that way, I guess. And then she's, like, tapped out. She's got nothing else happening for her, so we'll call that a turn right there. Oh, it doesn't give you a chance to reinitiate it later on down the line. Okay, I learned something today. Good to know. I thought you could kind of, like, ignore it and then do it whenever you want, basically. So, like, every couple steps it would, like, re-trigger and be like, do you want to fire now? Do you want to fire now? Like, I was waiting for a better accuracy bonus, but that's the way she goes. On the plus side, it doesn't look like I'm really getting too many consequences for that series of decisions, so we should be solid here. He's overwatching that way. Let's get you in right here, and this seems like a magnificent time for a frag grenade. Yep, catch that right there. Enjoy.
Riffs never learn.
Okay. It does not destroy cover, though. I was actually kind of expecting the grenade to blast some of the sandbags out of the way or something like that. So that's unfortunate. The engineer's back there. We don't really want to press our luck on that side too hard. So it may be time for Leo to do something here. Yeah, get in there. Good stuff. That's what I'm talking about, Leo. Clear out that entire lane and we'll be in much better shape. Can you take a shot at him? Is anything on him exposed? Kind of, but not really. I gotta reload first. Hey, we hit it. I'll take it. And it did end his Overwatch, too, which is a nice little bonus. You think you can catch him with a pellet or two, or should I just Overwatch that? I don't know what the smart play is going to be here. I mean, if you can get him with a pellet, that'd be good. Unfortunately, not enough. Okay, we might get a little bit of punishment here, because if he decides to push on up, he's going to have the world's easiest flank right there in order to mess with me. So, like, you go to the corner over here, and we'll just try our best. I don't have anything pinning him down. I was really kind of hoping that we could ace him on this turn, but it did not go that way. Yeah, scramble over to there. Woo! It does make the combat feel very vibrant and alive, that you can kind of Saving Private Ryan scramble around when you need to get away from a problem. You scramble over to there, maybe? Yeah, there we go, because you can hard break line of sight with the scramble turn, and that does introduce a very interesting mechanical push and pull between, do I want to use my one reaction per turn in order to scramble if I take fire, because it flatly allows you to negate some flanks and things like that, or do I want to use it to set up an Overwatch to stop the enemy from getting in that position in the first place? And I do think that that's actually kind of a satisfying... Oh, dude, I'm bad at counting. Okay, well, that was a hard waste of a turn. Give me Dylan. Dylan, get over to here. Yeah, sucker blast his arm off. You've got 7 left. It'll largely depend if I can get someone over here to actually do something about this guy. Is he inside the explosion radius? He is! All right, well, that solves that problem resoundingly. Okay, everybody get inside for when Karg gets here, dude. I'm feeling pretty passionately about the fact that we want to be inside before our marksman hits the roof. Go that way. Just don't step on any fire on your way in. I don't need you burning off your ankles right now. We'll get in right here, and I don't really have the AP to set up anything satisfying. There's no hole in the roof, so he's going to have to get down and come and fight us. Everybody just kind of corner up with whatever AP that you've got left. You give yourself a reload real fast because you've got some hangover AP right there, and then let's send it.
There it is.
Do I really have to kill you again? This time, stay dead.
Incoming!
You're outmatched. You can't win.
He really is shouting at us in English, right?
Really good English.
Let's shut it up then.
All right, Karg, you scramble to the inside of... Oh! Okay, get to the inside. He's on fire, so he decided to jump down and just take the fire damage. If anybody else has a grenade, it'd be a real good time for a grenade. Leo, let's see what we can do here. Get into position.
Crap.
Chuck a grenade at him. Let him hold that. That did give him the flushies. He's wide out in the open right now. Okay. Oh, his armor is modular? Oh, it fell off. That's kind of cool, dude. I like battle damage. You know what my love of battle damage comes from? There was these sick-ass Jurassic Park toys when I was a kid, like when the first movie came out. That's how old I am. But anyways, they put out this line of toys, and the line of toys... they had battle damage to them, so like the sides of the Stegosaurus would come off and like show their ribs and stuff like that. It was really, really awesome. Let's go ahead and give him the smack'ems right there. Oh, his helmet's destroyed. What's behind it? What does he look like without a helmet? Are these humans? Like, what are these? You know, because they speak English, they know us, and so that makes me feel kind of like interested in figuring out what they are. You maybe come over here. And if you can, give him a little shotgun blast right there. We're not going to have the AP left to do what I want to do. but let Karg do his thing on this turn. So we need to scramble over here to over there. Oh, God. Okay, we ate a couple of them right there. I would have rather not eaten that couple, but hey, maybe we had a light appetite. Leo, he's leaving his booty cheeks super flanked to what it is that you're doing. Well, not super flanked. Maybe like minorly flanked. This is really going to depend if I can kill him on this turn, though. Like, if I get hyper-aggressive right now, this might backfire on me real, real badly. Whatever. Maximum strength aggression. Let's do it. Give him an aim shot. That flushes him over to here, but you need a reload. Do I see hair on the back of his head right there? I do. I see hair. Is that a potential plot spoiler? His helmet's destroyed, but look at that. That's definitely the nape of somebody's hair right there.
Chew on that, Karg!
How did I let you kill me again?
We killed him before? When?
What? What's happening?
God damn.
It's morning now. And we're back on the bridge?
I think we jumped back in time.
We what?
Jumped back to the last time we were here.
But Vivian, it's a different time of day. And totally different weather.
I don't know, maybe it's a different timeline, but earlier?
Okay. How?
Could be something to do with the dome. Or the portals. I don't know. Dr. Faber could tell us, I bet.
Then let's go get her. While I quietly freak out.
I'm not sure I love the idea of making the player replay the same sequence like 3 times in a row. Like, I get that they're trying to get across sort of like a Groundhog Day type deal, but I don't know how much that works for me. But, like, I am enjoying myself right now. There's enough, like, interesting little twists on the XCOM formula and enough, like, interesting observational changes to keep the game fresh that, as an XCOM fan, I think I would check this out. Like, I'd be interested in playing it a bit more. Obviously, that's pretty simple because I got the game for free, so I don't really have any skin on the line. But there are some very, very nice little innovations here that make the game feel, I think, a little bit real-time, almost, on top of the turn-based stuff that we've been doing so far. I kind of wish the characters had a little bit more interesting or heroic of designs. Like, I'm not sure, you know, they really pop the same way that the bad guys do, I guess. Like, they don't give me the, like, they don't give me the vibe of being, like, the heroes of the story. They've definitely got, like, a John Everyman thing going on that I think could have been, I guess, stylized a little bit better, you know what I mean? They've got like a partisan block thing going on, I suppose, that makes them seem sort of, I guess it sort of makes them seem resistance-y, but I still would have liked them to look a little bit more heroic in terms of like the character models and whatnot. The gunshots could definitely use a little bit more punch, but since most of the shots you take are in slow motion, I don't know how you would, I'm not totally sure how you would get that to feel clanky and clacky and satisfying in the exact same way that it does in a first-person shooter. But thus far, from like the 40 minutes that we've played, I've enjoyed myself the entire time. I would definitely... Oh, they're all dead this time.
Where'd they all go?
Maybe Karg didn't like getting killed so much.
Hopefully they're not waiting for us inside that building. And hopefully Dr. Faber is.
Well, let's get inside before Karg changes his mind and shows up.
We really gotta find a way to get rid of these clumps of Elyxium. As near as I can tell, those incrustations are made of crystallized Elyxium.
Try blowing them up. Nothing works.
I think the Rifters have some kind of frequency resonator that breaks them apart.
Like when someone sings real high and everyone's wine glasses break?
I think the Rifters are using something like that to clear the incrustations off their harvesters.
You think if we make one, we could make these ugly things go away?
Let's get back home. I have an idea. We don't have to make a frequency resonator. We can steal one from the rifts. I triangulated on some radio waves. They're coming from a frequency resonator like we need. I'm pretty sure it's at the Rugosa Hotel.
Well, we're not doing any good here in the sewers.
And if the timeline jumping stops, we die for real. So if we're gonna get killed, let's go now.
Okay. Like, how does... Oh, there's their levels right there, dude. I want to see, like, what kind of customization do I get for my characters? They've all got skill trees. Very, very nice. So at this point is when they're going to start giving us XP for our kills and whatnot. Cool, man. I mean, I'm sold on it. Like, there's definitely some things here that I think could have been done better, but almost all of them are sort of like presentational or like punchiness related. But aside from that, dude, there are some very, very nice changes that really make it feel unique to a lot of the other XCOM likes that are out there from what I've seen so far. And so I'd definitely be interested in dumping some more hours into it for sure. Like, I came into this being like, okay, well, it's another XCOM style game. And I came out of it actually kind of stoked that I have a pre-release copy because I might boot it up tonight and give it a go. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were taking a look at Every Day We Fight. Tomorrow we'll be taking a look at something else. I will see you all later. Thanks for stopping on in, and that's all I got for you, folks. Bye.